friends. Welcome back to another Gaming with Kohath session. Today is Friday, and that means that FNM is up and live, and so we want to hop in and record a fairly fun and quick interactive game of the FNM at home. Today it looks like it's Challenger Decks. So we'll go ahead and jump in, I suppose. We'll start playing. So we have these four different options. Demir Rogues is a deck that we're used to playing. Mono red aggro, certainly powerful and strong. Honestly, I don't want to play either of these. I think we see a lot of them in standard, and I just don't care. I kind of want to play Azorius Control, I think. I think when I was looking back at the deck list, back when they first talked about these Challenger decks, this one was the one that looked the most interesting to me. The fact test test, great. Sorry about that. My earbud apparently ran out of battery, so this one should be full, and we should be able to make it work for us. Also, I have heard you on YouTube and Twitter, and it is about time to upgrade my microphone probably. And so I'll be looking into some new microphones and seeing about updating significantly. So be on the lookout for that. So if you feel like my audio is a little bit distant right now, it probably is because I'm using my earbuds. Um, but that should become more clear and crisp in a few weeks once I decide on an actual brand and buy it out. Anyway, what I like about this deck is I like that we're using some of our Kaldheim Foretell cards. I think they're pretty fun, very strong at the very least, taking advantage of some pretty big haymakers in the Azorius colors. Dream Trawler, it kind of does everything. You're going to draw cards. You're going to stop the opponent from doing much. I can end up giving it hexproof. It's a really difficult card to get by. Shark Typhoon also very good card. Um, just overall, I think that this deck looks the most fun. It's not the strongest, I don't think, but it is fun and well fun for me. So this is the deck I think I want to run with. We can take a look at the other decks too, just so you can see. Mono Green Stompy. We have a couple of Turn Timber Symbiosises. Anyway, get a couple of those. Garrick Unleashed. Gem Racer, which is always really good, especially to hose different enchantments and stuff like that. So the green deck actually hurts our deck significantly. Love Strike Beast. See, this one just leans pretty heavily on the Elder Ring cards. Yorvo, Sir Farron, Preserver, Scoos is always good. Ram through. Um, so by and large, it's a fine deck. Not the one I want to play, but it's fine. Dimir Rogues isn't the top tier deck. You don't have Luris in here, so you're not quickly able to do it. And since we're focused on the Rogues over the mill thing, you end up getting Sarah Sam, which is very good. Um, it was about the same time as Luris decks were doing extremely well. This deck started popping up and doing okay. It certainly wasn't the best. I think it fared a little bit better against the Rakdos um, Croxa deck, but other than that, it wasn't necessarily the best, the bee's knees. But I've played so much rogue, so much mill. I'm kind of tired of it at the moment. Then same with mono red aggro. It leans heavily on Embercleave. You only have a one up in the deck too, so it makes it pretty weak. Torbrand's very strong, of course, double your damage, or damage plus two, not necessarily double, but significant. Spiteful Hazard, Shocks, Fervent Champions. You've seen this build. You've seen this deck so many times if you've been playing Standard on Arena. So we're gonna go with the weird one, the one that isn't seen any. There's nothing like it in the format, which means it's probably the worst of the four. But it's the one that I want to play. So I think that that's reason enough to jump in and play it, don't you? Oh man. Well, also wanted to let you know that trying to do a little bit different content on my channel as well, and trying to get a good setup figured out for it, is I've bought some magic cards, kind of in a random buy scenario, a little bit like Brandon at Booster Tutor, if you've ever seen his content. If not, I highly suggest it. Um, and so, yeah, what I've found is it's kind of difficult to get a good setup for it. I think I found something that'll work, but I'll be getting that kind of recorded and then in post production here soon. So here in the next couple of weeks, you should see a pretty fun new video set out um, for random buy off our channel, which is really fun. I think there's a lot of channels that do really great with specifying what they're working on, and I don't think my brain works in quite that manner. I'm not super specific in the way I think about things, and I have a wide variety of interests, and different opportunities just come up for me at different times. And so, because of that, my content will largely be varied as well. Like here, we're playing FNM. Why would we play FNM? Mostly just because I think it would be fun. And it's a 1 day event that Wizards puts on for us, and so I think we should just hop in and play. So, what's wrong with a little standard and chill, right? So here, even though I got the plains, I think I want to lean on an island next turn. I probably should have done that this turn. That's okay. What I do like is having Shadow the Sky. I think that's going to be pretty significant on getting rid of the opponent's lead on us. Pass our turn. The funny thing here is that you you know each other's deck lists mostly, which is interesting. There won't be any surprises. There's nothing that will catch you off guard. It just is what it is. Opponent grows their Hellhound. They're going to get in. Yeah, I imagine they're going to have something, and I'll negate it, and that'll be good. They can use another shock. That's fine. But on the off chance I get to keep my 0-4 around, that benefits me significantly. Nice. Okay. And so here, we'll go ahead and play our planes. We're looking pretty good, to be honest. Very happy to neutralize that. Good game, opponent. Well, there you go. A fairly quick victory number 1 for us here in our FNM. Yeah. What's our prize here? We get an Ascendant Spirit. 1 mana, 1/1. It's the snow spirit that can kind of grow itself. It's great. I don't mind that at all. Granted, I don't think I've seen anything come out of it. You kind of thought that that would be a pretty strong standard play. It kind of died out. Let's jump into game 2 here. See if we can go 2-0. Our opponent is Grax. Good luck and have fun, friend. Here, we're on double blue. We do have Omen of the Sea, so that gives us the capacity to scry, find that island, which I think will be pretty necessary. That island, that plains, because we do have Glass Casket and Meletus here, and Banishing Light. It would turn all 3 of those on, which would be pretty fantastic. Because you only have a 1-of on Shark Typhoon, I kind of think it's usually right to not cycle Typhoon. Yeah, see, mono red. I get so bored of playing mono red, but that's where we are. The state of standard. Since Dominaria, I think you really saw. Was it since Dominaria? Ixalan maybe? I don't know. I do remember things like Goblin Chain Whirl that just really went off about the time that mono red became viable again, and it hasn't ended. All right, I'll put both those at the bottom. Hope for a white. Well, yep. Let's gain a life, and we'll foretell that for now. Yep. What we have to do is begin removing the opponent's stuff here. So step one is get rid of the Intimidator. Next turn we can Miletus and Glass Casket, which should be pretty beneficial for us. Okay. We do want to go ahead, get a land down. We'll Miletus, go and get a Plains. Glass Casket, remove Annex. Alright, I think we're controlling our way through. I'm just getting in for 0, sending a message. Yep. Rimrock Knight coming down, sure. Huh. I'm not really looking at non-creature spells right now, so I'm not sure Shark Typhoon is the best. Whereas 3/5 Flying Lifelink seems pretty fantastic. So, Dream Trawler. Okay, the opponent's off it. Alright, there we go. Apparently our deck is really good against the mono red deck. So, great. That's a pretty fast FNM for us here. So, it is what it is. I'm glad we could come together and play this a little bit. Our reward here is a Thrix of the Seven Storm. It's a card. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this short FNM burst. Let me know which challenger deck is most interesting to you and why. And then I will see you on the next draft here on Magic the Gathering Arena. I think we're going to try to get in quite a few more Strixhaven drafts. So